guys, welcome to my channel. This is your girl Charisma. To all my new K Squad members, welcome to the K Squad. Let's jump right into this video. We're back. We're doing something different today. So I asked my K Squad, what did you want to hear from me outside of beauty and hair, etc.? Gave you guys some choices, and it seemed like the consensus was for me to give you guys a couple of life lessons I have learned up until my 40s and within my 40s. So that's what we're going to talk about today, sis. So, as you know, and many of you don't know, I am 44 years old. My birthday is November 14th. Go Scorpios. Hey, Scorpios. And no, I'm not, I would say, seasoned, but I have been through a little bit of something in my life, okay, ma'am? So I'm going to give you guys some gems of mine, and hopefully it will help you. Feel free to leave gems of yours down below, because I want to hear all of you guys' you know, little, I guess, tidbits or tips on what we can do as women to get through our lives as we travel through the 20s, 30s, and 40s. So feel free to leave any gems you have for me and each other down in the comments below. So let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, I'm 44, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some of my life lessons. So the first one I have for you is to break generational curses, and that is a really important one. As we grow up, you know, within our families, especially the Black family, there are generational curses, and we carry them throughout generations, and then we all end up in therapy. So I learned that I needed to break the generational curses. I am in therapy. I see my therapist. Well, I don't see her often as I should, but I do see a therapist. I've been in therapy for 2 years, and she's helped me navigate through that to break generational curses. Generational curses are horrible because not only do they affect you, they can affect your spouse, your children, outside friends, whichever. I'm not going to go into specific generational curses, but just know that they can be broken, and they often can start with you. You can break the curse. We do not want to carry those curses into other parts of our lives. So that is one big life lesson that I learned, is that yes, I can break a generational curse. Just because my mother did it, and her mother did it, and her mother and her mother, doesn't mean I have to do it. And I do not have to carry the burden of the curses or bring them down to my children as well. So I have learned that it is okay to break generational curses. Another thing I want to share with you guys is, we were talking about this a little bit with number one, but your mental health is so important. Always put your mental health first, once again, especially as Black women. It is often overlooked in our community about mental health. When I was younger, I knew that something was wrong with me, and I had anxiety and depression, I think at 10, 11, 12 years old, and was told by family members, just, you know, pray about it, brush it off, go outside and play. And once again, talking about generational curses, with my children, I do not do that. I allow my children to talk to me about what they are going through, especially with their mental health. I have offered them the gift of therapy if they do want to take it, and I have never shamed my children for feeling a certain type of way. Your mental health is definitely number one. I do have generalized anxiety disorder, and I don't mean just, oh, I'm anxious, I don't want to speak in front of people. I mean, I have it bad. I have panic attacks and things like that, and I am medicated. I'm on Lexapro, which has saved my life. So like I said, your mental health is number one. Ladies, protect your mental health. If that means you have to sometimes grab your shit and go out the door and just leave whoever in the house just to get you some type of clarity, do that. It's okay. So mental health should always be your number one priority, or at least up there with your priorities, because if you are not functioning at a healthy level mentally, you cannot pretty much give any of your energy to anyone else. So I always champion mental health, and I've been wanting to make a video so badly about my mental health experience. And if you want to hear about that, leave it in the comments down below, and I definitely will make a video about that. But yes, mental health is so important, especially in the times that we are living in. 2020 has been a ride for me It was absolute hell, mentally, physically, and emotionally. So yes, trust me, therapy is a must. I champion therapy so much. Also, if you do need resources on therapists to see, if you want to see Black therapists only, also get at me in the comments, or you can email me. My email is in the description box below, or you can just DM me on Instagram at Charisma's World, and I will give you a list and a website to Black therapists that you can see. So yes, ladies, mental health. What I wanted to share is that, girl, you cannot change people. Let me tell you guys something. In my 20s, the little boyfriends I was dealing with, girl, who almost said some, girl, they were a lot. And I just swore to God I could change them. You know, oh no, if he's with me, you know, he could do this and I could flip this and that and this and the other, even with friends, family members per se. No, you cannot change people, especially adults. You can't, sis. So stop trying to waste your time doing it. Only person you can change is you. It is not up to you to change people. It is not up to you to get with immature men and then try to magically grow them up into the man you want them to be. I learned that early on in my 20s, going into my 30s, that you know what? It ain't happening, sis. And I literally drove myself crazy trying to do this for other people. It takes so much energy out of you. So no, you cannot change people. People gonna be who they are. It's up to you if you want them in your life. If they're giving you negative energy, all you gotta do is say, you know what, this is not for me. I'm gonna have to bounce. I'm gonna have to go elsewhere, baby, because you're not bringing the judge over here, okay? So no, you cannot change people. Stop trying to change people. The only person you can change is yourself. Another gem I wanted to share is that it is super okay to take breaks. We talked about this a little earlier. Earlier this year, I just packed my stuff and went to Atlanta. I drove there from Houston. It was a 12-hour drive. It was beautiful. This is not the first time I've been to Atlanta, but it was the first time I've been by myself. And I enjoyed myself. I needed the break. I needed to get away from this house, these kids, this husband, this cat, what was going on in the world. To be honest with you, if I wasn't so afraid of flying anymore, I would have hightailed it to Germany. My father's side is all German, and I have a beautiful family in Berlin, and I literally should have just went to Germany, but I went ahead and went to Atlanta. It was the closest place I could go. And it was so great for me mentally, physically, and emotionally. Sometimes you just have to do that. It is okay to take breaks. I am a mother. I work. I do YouTube. You know, I'm a wife. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Sometimes we're doing so much we don't even think to breathe, let alone say, you know what, I just need some me time. So it's okay to take breaks. You could take a me-cation at the Momo next door. You don't have to even leave out the state. But I encourage you, ladies, do it. Do it, do it, do it. And you do not feel guilty when you do. I had no issue telling my spouse, I'm leaving. The end. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to have to explain myself to people. I'm an adult. And yeah, I had to get on out. So definitely it is okay to take breaks. It is okay to turn that phone off. It's okay to turn off the TV. It's just okay to get away. So it's always great to take breathers. Also, especially when you're doing YouTube. YouTube is so stressful because YouTube is also mixed in with like heavy social media content, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and it gets very stressful when you're seeing other people's numbers doing better than yours, or you know, oh, why am I not getting these likes and I've done this and I've worked so hard. That used to really bother me when I first started YouTube. It doesn't as much anymore, but I still work just as hard as the next dang YouTuber. And that also wears on you mentally. I do have YouTubers who watch me, so they understand what I'm talking about right now. You put in such hard work. So yeah, that stresses me out. You know, like I just get stressed. I'm a human. I've gone through horrible physical things since I turned 43 going into 44, and I just needed a goddamn break. So it is okay to take breaks. I learned from going coming out of my 30s into my 40s is that your circle of friends gets smaller. My mom always used to tell me this and I never believed her, but this is true. I only have a really small circle of friends. Most of them are still back home in Los Angeles. I have a couple of associates here in Houston, but I do not consider them super close friends. These are people that, you know, I'll go out and have a little kiki with you in the brunch and that's it. You know, these are not people that I share intimate, deep secrets with. I do have a best friend that I've known for 25 years back home in Cali who I see often. But other than that, I don't really have any more outside friends. To be honest with you, I have great friends that I've known for years on Twitter that I pretty much probably would trust over people I know in my own life. Like, that's real tea, but that's neither here nor there. But your circle of friends gets smaller as you mature and get older and see what you want out of a friend, if you know what I mean. You know, us ladies, we could be a little catty. I mean, we see that on Real Housewives, and these are 50-year-old women, you know. So yes, your circle of friends does get smaller, and that's okay. It's okay to let a friend go. You can still be friends, but baby, I can be a friend from a distance. I don't need to see you every day in my face, you know. So yeah, your circle of friends definitely gets smaller as you get older and mature. Another thing that I learned, and this was in my 40s, is that hitting 40 is awesome. I gave myself a birthday photo shoot. It was great. And I also learned just to say bleep it. And when I say bleep it, I mean bleep it. I don't give a damn about nothing. I just feel like I've lived enough to know what I want, what I need, what I don't want, what this. And I just learned to say beep it, you know? I used to have I was really insecure when I was younger, especially in high school, about my size, being so tiny. I'm naturally thin. And that's another reason why I didn't want to do YouTube, even though people were pumping me up to do it. I'm just like, who wants to see a 38-year-old bony, buck-toothed black woman telling them how to do makeup and hair and this? But as I grew more confident in myself, it just kind of came organically. And I just say, bleep it. Yep, I'm 98 pounds, baby. I ain't never been over 98 pounds except when I was pregnant. And it's okay. You know, like, it's okay. Sometimes I still feel a little iffish, like if I wear shirts like this, like I have my little tank on today, looking at myself on camera, I could either sound beautiful or, ew, why do I look like that? Like, why do I look like... I stopped that and just learned how to say bleep it. I'm 44. I think I cleaned up pretty good for 44, so I think I'm okay, sis. So yeah, once you approach them 40s, you really just don't give a dang no more. It's just like, girl, I'm gonna live life and do me. So that's another thing I learned in my 40s, is just to say bleep. And I don't want to make this video super long because I have a lot of things that I have learned in my 40s. But another thing that I'm going to say is that, let's see. I got a different perspective on life when my parents passed away. My dad passed away when I was 17 and my mom passed when I was 28. That losing a parent really opens your eyes up to just life in general and how fast life is, how short it is, and just for us to cherish life. So my last life lesson leading up into my 40s would be to love yourself, which is hard for some people. Like I said, therapy has helped me through that so much. And also my job that I do, that I don't speak of on camera, but most of you guys know I do anyway, I'm in music. The job and then doing YouTube has helped me so much as far as loving myself, being inspired, because I'm a creative. You guys inspire me to keep going. I still freak out even when I get beautiful comments from the K Squad telling me thank you or this or that. Sometimes I just sound like I can't even believe they're saying this to me. And whether I would have 4,500 subs or 40,000 subs, I'd still feel the same way. So I definitely would say love yourself. And whatever job or whatever, you know, whatever you're in, school, job, whatever, just make sure it's something you want to do and that you're passionate about doing, because when you love yourself and you love what you're doing, it exudes. So that would be my last life lesson. Just continue to love yourself. Because baby girl, if you don't love yourself, who else gonna love you, girl? We're not seeking love from outsiders, okay? We're seeking love from within. And yeah, you know, having spouses is cool. They love you, okay, that's nice. But guess what? They're not you. So it's always good to start loving yourself first. Once you love yourself first, everything else will fall in place. So like I said, I would have gone on and on and on about the gems that I have learned leading up into my 40s. But maybe I'll do another one leading up into my 50s, because obviously I'm not done with my 40s yet. But PS, you do learn that stuff starts hurting you in different places when you hit your 40s as well. You guys already know I'm going through premenopause. My finger hurt because I think I got arthritis in it. You know, your bones, it should be hurting. So yeah, that's not the fun part about the 40s. But you do learn that too. It's like, oh man, my rib hurts. Yeah, but basically love yourselves, you guys. Always love yourself and exude light, and that's what you will attract. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is really fun. I'm glad that Gladys encouraged me to just start doing more commentary videos, because I'm going to keep doing these. And once again, leave comments down below and let me know what else you guys want to see. Someone told me they wanted to see one of my ratchet story times, and I think I might do that one next, because I have a lot of ratchet story times. So one more thing, if you do sometimes catch me on live, my personality is a little bit more vibrant on live. I'm a little bit more personable on live than I am on YouTube. But I mean, the personality is pretty much the same. The only thing that's missing on YouTube is cursing. Yeah, but yeah, if you guys want to see anything else, leave in the comments below. And like I said, let us know what your gems are too. And you could be in your 20s and give me some gems, 30s, 40s, 50s, it doesn't matter. We all have a tiny bit of life experience that we could share with each other that could probably help each other. So you guys already know the drill, you guys. If you enjoyed this content, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Hit that sub button. My face is popping around the screen somewhere. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitter. And until next time, guys, I'll see y'all. Stay beautiful and blessed. Bye.